the Chiefs' 20. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards on the ground. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
He's got a man, complete.
And
finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
The 35-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a third and 14. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going
That's
deep
mine.
for
Thank you.
Hill.
Thank you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Damn it.
And he's going to get
That's the way, Pryor.
before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Pickup. Brings up second.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Deshaun
Ball
Jackson.
up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Eagle first down.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second and 11 now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 34. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ward on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 31 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touch. Back as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Back at the 12-yard.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action.
Get that.
And all this is taken in
God damn it.
one-handed. What a catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
But it leads to 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 30 yards.
3rd touchdown.
And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So
get it. That's mine. That's mine. Get over there.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That's mine. Get over there. Get over there. Out of bounds. Come on, man.
Chiefs touchdown.
I was out.
Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
His kick in.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Chiefs.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Wentz again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Good pick.
And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
No way.
That's
garbage. That's garbage.
In for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with
God damn
Wentz.
it.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to lay one up deep.
That's mine. That's mine. Boom. Let's go, Parks. Let's go, Parks. Let's go, Parks. Get off me, boy.
By Will Parks. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop here to throw. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run here with Sanders.
Get off me. Let's go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across
Almost
the
200 yards. Let's go.
line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 43 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Get up, get up. Good D, good D. Ain't no D, ain't no interference, boy.
Hill the intended receiver once again, and now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That one complete to Hill.
Stay where you are,
Get a
boys.
couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
On the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
Wentz's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Sanders.
You got it. You got it.
The first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Now Sanders.
Spins it up. Go. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
And now nothing but
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
yes, sir.
Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, 71 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time.
Get it, yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. on first down. Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone.
5 rushing touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
Miles Sanders.
Oh, he quit on me. I love it.